On the first day, Bill and I both leave from our houses. We meet on alternate 220 below my house and then take 220 and 150 all the way to our campground at Bald Eagle State Park. I'm just below our house and waiting for Bill. Here he comes. He has about 30 extra miles to ride to get to me.
Morning, Bill.
After we meet, we ride a short 4 miles into Port Matilda and stop at Lycan's Market for a coffee. Bill also borrows the Pepsi motorized pallet jack as a temporary chair to adjust the cleat on his cycling shoe. And here we are off again on alternate 220. As we approach this intersection at Wingate and Highway 144, we notice a dramatic change in traffic. Just after 12 o'clock the night before, 3 people were killed up on Interstate 80, and all traffic is being routed down to our highway and then up Highway 144.
Something's happened. Yeah.
We learned that there were 2 semis and 1 car involved in the accident.
Yeah, gosh.
And the 3 people in the car were killed. We had to return to that stoplight to get back on our highway. There was no way we were going to cross it from the sheets. And here we are coming into our campsite, a modern campsite at the Bald Eagle State Park. This road is very rough. You can see how my handlebar bag was bouncing around, and the GoPro keeps a nice steady movie even though it's mounted to my handlebars. I reserved campsite 15. Even though we love to stay at campsite 8, or we have loved to stay at campsite 8, and as we make a couple of corners here, Bill notices something strange at campsite 8. The place, this is our base, and we have always liked 8. You could get to it just by going through the grass just around this corner. Right in there was 8.
Yeah.
Bill notices that a tree was down.
There's a tree down there in the campground.
I think it looks that way, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's not good.
We've got all kinds of trouble with this park.
Average speed 12.6. Average power 0.
And she was a young, I talked to the assistant park manager.
Okay.
The manager wasn't in. She was like 30 years old.
Okay.
I thought, well, that's the wrong one to talk to. You need to talk to the new guy.
A quick
I can't
explanation.
believe how many people are out here, though, on a Tuesday. Well, it just didn't used to be this way, Bill.
I know. Well, they say the pandemic is the big thing.
Yeah.
We had a ranger get upset with us for having too many tents on one site, and Bill wants to make sure that we won't get in trouble again when we have multiple bike riders put down more than 2 tents on one of these sites.
They took a tree out. They took 2 trees out. Why they did that?
I don't know. That really opened that up, though. I don't like it. Oh, and you can't even, they've got a thing on it there, too.
The thing on it's that cone, and they removed 2 shade trees. So our site 8 is now ruined.
Well, we don't have much shade there.
What did you say?
Uh-huh, it'll be the next one on your side.
On my side.
Yeah.
No shade.
No shade, but there's a lot of space.
Yeah, there is. You put 60, 70.
So the
Didn't have
site
our
I
ticket in
reserved
there yet.
online has no shade, but we didn't know it. We just had to book something online.
But the water's right there.
And this is our camp after we'd set up. It worked out okay, although it was very sunny. On day 2, we leave Bald Eagle and take some highway and some back roads, plus a little excursion coming right up right here, boom, to the bridge to nowhere, and then on to our campsite at the Lean-Tos on Pine Creek Rail Trail. And here we are in the morning, leaving our campsite on that same bumpy road, getting out of Bald Eagle State Park. And here we're getting off of Highway 150 onto a back road that parallels it, headed towards Mill Hall. And here we're going up a little hill on the south side of Blanchard. I'm riding with what I think are 2 cracked ribs, and each of these deep breaths that I'm taking is a little painful. I'm so glad to get to the top of this little crest. I had a bike accident about a week and a half earlier where I landed in a ditch and I believe cracked 2 ribs. We're at the top. Because of those 2 cracked ribs, I think Bill was taking it easy on me this entire ride. He was in the lead, or I was drafting behind him almost the entire 3 days. Nice guy.
We've been there a couple of times.
Yeah, there was a nice wind right back there.
Yeah.
So we picked up a nasty little headwind.
So if it stays that way, then what?
Exactly.
You know it won't.
Now probably turn right out of the southwest.
Few gypsies around here.
Yeah.
Right over when I see them.
Bill was commenting on some gypsy moth caterpillars he sees on the road. I don't think his running over them is going to decimate their population. And now we're in the outskirts of Mill Hall, and we will be going down.
Let's go down.
And here we're biking through an area where Mill Hall, Flemington, and Lock Haven all kind of mixed together. We were told that the bridge over Bald Eagle Creek was closed, but we went on anyway and found a pedestrian crossing that we walked our bicycles across the bridge, saving us miles on a detour around. This is the only bridge on our path that takes us right across this creek without going several miles out of our way. That sign, stop here on red to activate the light, doesn't make any sense at all.
Well,
Well,
way again, Bob.
that saved the day.
Yes. I don't know what happened to that road. I was looking for that road unless I missed it. Got up there. I think that's where these people are going. A lot of people going up that road now.
Yeah.
So I think there's an access.
We stopped briefly at a Weiss market so Bill can run in and buy a big box of cookies. And here we're passing the Station Gallery in Lock Haven, where my wife and I have both exhibited and judged some photography shows. We were going to have a second breakfast at the Texas restaurant, and so Bill rides up the sidewalk, and the Texas restaurant is closed. Rats. So we have to backtrack about a block, and we're going to eat at the historic market.
We'll try to set right down there.
We're going to try to sit right inside and watch our bikes. It was a good place to eat. This is my stack of pancakes, and this is Bill's omelet, bacon, and toast. A good second breakfast.
Education.
With our bellies full, we're leaving Lock Haven. If you look at that flag just on the left, you can see we are in a headwind. We're going to be in a headwind all the way to our campground, except for the little turn back that we have to do after the bridge of no return. A camper at Bald Eagle State Park came down to tell us about a new extension to the Pine Creek Rail Trail. He said it had just opened and we could ride it all the way to the end of the Pine Creek Trail. It was going to make this trail, well over 70 miles. And so with directions, we're looking for it right now. Bill thinks he saw the entrance right down below. He was pointing down over the ridge to our right there just a minute ago. And we do have the directions correct. So, signaling we're going to turn down this road. This is going to be wonderful, we think, because we'll have a rail trail all the way to our campsite. Get off the highway. And if you look closely on the road right now, mulberries. Both of us remember being young boys, sitting in a mulberry tree, just gorging ourselves with mulberries. You don't see very many mulberry trees anymore. One more corner.
Oh, here we are, Bill.
And we are at the start of the rail trail. A few cars parked at right in this parking area.
Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah.
So here we go exploring a new section of what we think is the Pine Creek Rail Trail. At least we were told it goes all the way. It is a beautiful little trail. Benches, shade. It's a wonderful ride. It even has these hated gates. Just a pain going through them with a bicycle and panniers. They're a frequent encounter on the Pine Creek Rail Trail. And now we break out into some farmland on our right, and the river is just on our left. It's still beautiful. We're in a beautiful little valley. And now we're approaching a bridge which will take us across the west branch of the Susquehanna River. It looks like an incredibly interesting spot. Another hated gate. And another little barricade with posts. And now we're going to go up some man-made switchbacks to that bridge. They put in some really rough stone here. We're bouncing all over the place. With some sharp little corners. I mean, there are going to be some bicycle accidents here. But up we go. And right around this corner, when we hit the bridge, there's going to be a little dedication plaque.
Neat.
Okay, we're on the bridge. The boards here are kind of rough too. We're still bouncing around.
Well, Katie did it.
Yeah, she's good. Did a good job here. Katie's Crossing.
And we're on our way. Again, we're so happy to be on the rail trail, headed on up to our campground. We'll miss Avis, Pennsylvania. We won't have to go into Jersey Shore. And then we meet this guy.
It ends right at the end of the trench. I guess there's a plan on 2024 to, I wish it was going straight up the railroad bed.
Oh,
But it's going to go up to the road and follow the farmer's road trail up to the next exit, and I don't know how it's going from
In
there.
other words, I go to the end, I can't get off of it?
No, it's stuck. You'll see.
So we'll be coming back.
Yeah.
We're trying to get the Pine Creek Trail.
Yeah,
the guy
they-
told us this would take us there.
That's all it goes right now. It's a bridge to nowhere.
Oh my gosh, this ain't good. Okay, well, we'll go right to the end and see what happens.
Yep.
And here we are.
I have a feeling if we could get on that track would probably get down and hit this road and we'd be okay again. But we can't get the bikes around this
No.
abutment. But
No.
Coming soon,
Well, that's
phase
too bad.
5.
yeah,
Pretty
that there road coming up from Yellow Trail, like they come up a. It'd be find a shell or something on that instead of that cool stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm walking down it anyway.
Yeah, it might be a good idea because I don't see how. That's a shame.
Yeah, well, it's pretty though.
Yeah, well, it's different.
Yeah.
Today's a good day to do it. We're trying to make a schedule. It's a bad day to get on this.
Sure would have been.
We're using now.
We'd have been camping right about here.
Yeah. Right here.
Yeah.
Up to the bridge.
So that was the bridge to
I
nowhere.
really thought this, once got across the river, it would go all the way. Yeah.
Boy, I did
And
too.
that guy, he took the wind out of my sails when he says, no, it's tops. Then he said something about vehicles. What did you say? There was vehicles parked back there once.
Yeah, I couldn't.
We can't get through the fence.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know, Bill.
Okay.
That fellow at the that fellow at the campground was wrong about getting through.
Yeah.
So I don't know, cost us maybe 5 miles. No problem. And we ride back down, and neither of us fall.
Well, the nice thing is we'll be blown back most of the way.
Well, sure will change.
Yeah.
And here we made it to the Pine Creek Rail Trail. We stopped at the beginning in Jersey Shore, filled up some water bottles, and now we are headed up to our campsite. It's probably about 6 miles away from this bridge that goes over 220, Highway 220.
Hi.
One of the bridges on the Pine Creek Rail Trail, crossing over Pine Creek.
Hi.
And this is our campsite at the lean-tos where the Appalachian Trail and the Pine Creek Trail intersect one another. That's the lean-to we are staying in. There are 3 of them here. It's a beautiful place to camp. We're waiting for the rain. Tents inside. We'll put all of our gear and both bicycles inside before we go to sleep. It rained off and on during the night, and on day 3 we simply leave the lean-tos and take the Pine Creek Rail Trail and mostly Highway 150 and alternate 220 all the way back to our homes. I believe this is part of the Appalachian Trail from those lean-tos, and it's going to take us up to Bonnell Flats Campground. A little misty in the morning when we're starting to leave. And this is Bonnell Flats Campground. There are several campsites and picnic tables in there. You need a permit. And this is the little road coming up then to the Pine Creek, for the trail, Appalachian Trail, coming up to the Pine Creek Rail Trail. And you can see the 2 restrooms up there at Bonnell Flats. I believe anyway, these orange blazes that you'll see are markings on the Appalachian Trail. There's a blaze right there to the right. And that water pump used to work, but right now they say don't drink that water. They left the pump handle in it though. And this is the kind of restroom that they have along the Pine Creek Rail Trail. Very nicely done. Bonnell Flat Comfort Station and Campground. And we're on our way home, going down the Pine Creek Rail Trail. And now we're on the highway, and quickly we'll make a turn and go into Avis, Pennsylvania. Even though it was misty and rainy, the back road going back to Lock Haven, just beautiful. I was pretty well soaked, but I was really enjoying the ride right in here.
It's only 10 o'clock.
As I noted, it's 10 o'clock and we're entering the outskirts of Lock Haven. We actually had lunch at that second breakfast at that Texas restaurant, and then we got back to our bridge crossing, and this is what I saw. There weren't no bikes on the other side when we came across, but
We're pedestrians.
we're gonna walk and become pedestrians. You can see the rain's coming down pretty good.
Yeah. Ride bikes.
Again, this is a bridge across Bald Eagle Creek. If we take the bike road, we've got to climb a hill and go 2.5 miles out of our way at least.
I'm soaked through.
The noisy crossing.
You know, I could have seen a sign that said cyclists must dismount or something, but not no bicycles.
Yeah.
And now we're on Highway 150, coming into the Beach Creek area. It's raining hard, and as you can see, Bill's got on his rain jacket, but he's still just riding in riding shorts. And here we're back at the intersection with Highway 144, where all of the traffic was diverted when we were coming up for that accident on Interstate 80. And we're going to swing into the Sheets again and use the restroom and grab a soda or something. And this is about the end of anything on this ride. Bill's going to put on some leggings and some pants, and immediately the rain will start to slow down and we'll ride along the highway with this yellow ribbon of flowers by our side all the way to our homes. Hope you enjoyed the ride.